Welcome back, ladies and gents. Let's continue playing Dragon Age Origins. And we're just talking to Oscar. He pants happily. That's nice. Pet Oscar. Yay! Rub your belly. Yay! It's a lot of fun. Yes, it is. Alright, does this... no, that's not really necessary right now. Except it's just me. Oh, good grief. No. Not yet. Okay, oh, that's the merchant, the weird quest that we're talking about. Okay. Sten, what's up with you?
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Nah. Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks?
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Okay. I've never seen a Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
No. Why not?
People are not simple.
No,
they
of
cannot
course
be
not.
summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
No, of course not. But still, you know, I mean, they must have a history and stuff like that. Oh well, you said you were in the army.
I am.
So, have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
Alright, what do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
I see. So the Qunari didn't come from the islands?
We do now.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Can you be more specific?
No. I was born
Okay.
in Saharon. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name.
Oh,
I do not see how this matters. Saharon and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
well, curiosity. What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It is our duty, but still, it's not your duty to handle the blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
Well, it's part of my duty to chat with you guys, trust me. Well, we should get moving, I suppose.
As you wish.
Alright, cool. Sten approves. Aww, you know you like me. Where's Morrigan? Morrigan! Morrigan! Liana, Alistair, Doug, Sten, Morrigan! Where are you? There you are. Why are you camping out alone? There's no need for that. You can come hang out at the cool camp.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such.
Oh.
'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds.
Of course.
The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Indeed. But it is just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past?
True
Why
that.
do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can it change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own.
Oh.
One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is.
Cool.
I gain nothing by studying another human.
No.
I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will.
I
But
see.
the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents.
Of course.
If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Oh, okay. Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true.
Ooh.
You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf,
Ooh.
listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But
Awesome.
my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Oh, alright. And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me.
Alright.
To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species.
Cool.
As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals.
Yeah.
Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Indeed. Huh. I've never heard of magic like that before.
No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi,
Well, of course.
despite what those mages would have you believe.
Yeah.
Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next.
I see.
The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could.
Ah.
But as luck have it, some still exist.
Aye,
My mother
indeed.
is such a one.
Yeah. By practitioners you mean apostates, don't you?
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts.
No, of course not.
Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk.
Indeed.
There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
Ooh. Alright, that's all I wanted to ask. Actually, it's not,
Indeed.
but...
Have you an opinion on my abilities, then?
What?
Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
No. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion.
Yes.
Far more so than any man I have spoken to.
Oh.
But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Oh, I'm not dusty. I never will be, trust me. Oh, +3, okay.
What do you wish of me?
Don't you worry, I'm always on the move. Ask
If you
another.
must.
I know she grew up in the Corkery Wilds. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes.
Aw.
By Templar fools like Alistair,
Ah.
which should tell you how successful they generally were.
Indeed.
Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact.
Oh.
The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Ah. You really had no trouble with them?
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part. Or perhaps
Maybe.
she was merely amused. I will never know.
No, probably
Flemeth
not.
would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed.
Indeed.
And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Ah. Did you actually kill them all?
Me? No, I never did any of the killing until later.
Ah.
And even then, Flemeth was a glutton for that sort of thing.
I see.
Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place.
Yeah.
Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again.
Clever.
I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older.
No.
I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
No, of course not. Do you still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear,
Indeed.
and I think that it was necessary.
Most
There are no
likely.
trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
Not entirely. You're probably right, in your case at least.
An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
But I have personal questions and stuff. You're not getting away from my personal
What do you
questions.
wish of me?
Let's ask you something.
If you must.
Something more. Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing.
Ah,
Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling.
Oh, yes.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Ooh. Yes, I've heard this part.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Ah, Flemeth must have been angry.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger.
Ah,
'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
I see.
All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain.
But
he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess.
whoops.
Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
She spoke to spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong.
Ooh.
The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Of course. Wait, she never invaded or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion.
Oh.
As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac.
I see.
Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
I see. Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories.
Yes, perhaps
But
so.
on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
Alright, fair enough. Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand.
Indeed.
What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
Why, yes, perhaps. Alright. An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome.
Fair enough.
Dare I ask of your own mother?
Oh.
Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
She died when I was born.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth.
Thank you.
Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
No. I need to ask you personal questions first. Ooh, +6. Hot damn.
What do you wish of me?
Personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Okay. Well, that was all for naught. Oh well. Good grief. Okay, Alistair, I am not quite done with you yet. No, I am not. Hello.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. but don't let them fool you. They're an army.
I see.
The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
I see. So Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however,
Oh.
since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity.
Yeah,
The
alright.
Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted.
Oh.
And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Huh. So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no.
Oh.
You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows.
Ah.
You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Lucky you indeed. Yep, not done yet.
What do you need?
Ask you something.
Ask away.
Yes. Can you teach others to be a Templar?
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not.
Oh,
When
okay.
the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Yeah, alright. Very well. I'll respect your word.
Ask me later, perhaps.
Okay.
Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
No, I know. Alright, fair enough.
What do you need?
More.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Wardens.
Such as they are.
Yes. Where are the nearest Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found.
Yeah.
And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away.
I see.
If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where.
Oh,
I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
I see. Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it.
Okay.
Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt.
Yeah.
Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfels, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them.
Ah,
So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
well done. So what happens now is just the two of us.
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone.
Yeah.
They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight.
Right.
So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Yeah, alright. Well, we need to start rebuilding the Order.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to repair, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
Yeah, alright. What will happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
No. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked.
Right.
Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm not asking you to.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you some more.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out.
Yeah, alright.
You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Well, it was a tough experience. Ha ha, very funny.
I do my best.
I know you do.
What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Yeah. You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count.
Ah.
And that's a lot. I can count pretty high.
Okay.
The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested.
Good grief.
I was lucky.
You think this is better than being a Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere.
Indeed.
I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did.
It's alright.
Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright, I'll respect that for now. I'll just, you know, I have more to ask, but it's okay. I'll just leave it be for now. Hello, you have been following us. What do you want?
You're a hard woman to find.
Yeah.
Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden.
Hello, Levy.
Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Antia, I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy?
Nope.
We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... Well, no more.
You don't say.
A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on.
Right, of
his
course.
pledge fulfilled.
Of course. What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain.
I see.
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders.
Oh.
So King Orland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Oh no, he didn't. What happened next? No, just tell me what I need to know.
Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak.
Ah.
And perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way.
I see.
Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous.
Ooh.
Will you help me?
Ghosties. Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden.
Thank you.
I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Yay, ghosties. So, I can't buy your shit. Well, fuck. Oh well. Ooh, whoa.
Good to see you, my timely rescuer.
Hello.
Bodon Fennick, at your service once again.
That sounds lovely.
I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not.
Nope.
I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Sounds good. Yeah. You're free to stay. Just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
You're
We
welcome.
won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you.
Okay.
You should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, come speak with me.
Alright. Alright, I'll just buy some stuff.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
to have you along on the road.
Thank you. Let me see your wares for now.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Yeah, boy. Okay. Ooh, poultices. Yes, please. Gimme, 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 gimme. There we go. Ooh, I have 9. Very nice. And also the lesser ones. Thank you. And the injury kit. Oh, those are expensive though. I forgot about that. Let's just go with 2. Mabberry Crunch. Yeah. Why not? That's expensive. This is not as expensive. There we go. What is that? I don't care. Flasks, yes, please. 20. There we go. Money, money, money. Okay, Yeah, I should just... Weapons. That's expensive. Angled strikers? Rough hide. Ooh, I like that enchantment though. Blood dragon plate gauntlets. Yeah, boy. Yeah, we're gonna get that sometime. Ooh, 6+ defense and reduces hostility, but they're too expensive. Ow. Damn you. Okay, what are these? Tier 3 or tier? I don't know. But these reduce hostility though. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, I'll get back to you. I'll just check this out. Hello.
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 The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments.
Oh.
One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was he now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Interesting. What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor.
Oh.
But naturally, some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others.
Of course.
It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform. But my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
Yay!
There you have it.
Indeed. Likes to get some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Indeed. Ooh. I have no items to enchant. Snow room, chance to reduce movement speed. Ooh, fire damage. Electricity damage. That's cool. I think I'm gonna get fire damage sometime. Oh well, I'll get back to that. That's for sure. All right, so that'll be it for this time, ladies and gents. I hope to see you on the next video.